All right, welcome everybody. Steve Mingleco, Final Web Design, here with you with a new tutorial on creating your blog posts in WordPress. So this is pretty straightforward. I'm assuming that you already have your blog installed on your WordPress and set up to some kind of link. As you can see here, we have our blog actually broken out into categories, but at the same time, we just have all of them here for us to view on the all articles. So what is a blog post going to look like in the end? Basically, we're going to have something similar to this, where you have a header image and the content. Here you can see a lot of this has been SEO to some strongs and some emphasis, and then you have also some links in here that will obviously open to other products, because you want to make sure all those elements of your SEO are also being done within your blog, because it really makes them stand out for the search engines. So let's go back here to our post. So I'm going to imagine if you've logged into your WordPress, you're essentially at the dashboard page, which is where all of the overview of the WordPress CMS is at. So hopefully this loads really quick here. Okay, so this is our dashboard. Now remember that the blogs are all here within posts. So if you go to all posts, you should see all of your posts. You can also go to add new if you're just jumping into creating one. And as you saw, we had those categories of posts in the footer. You can also create categories like grow tips, industry news, whatever information you're trying to specialize in. But in this tutorial, I'm just going to go to how to create one. So let's just take a look at all our posts. I could just go here to add new. However, I just want to walk you through where all of our posts are, because I'm actually editing one that I've actually pre-created here. So as you can see here, you go to do LED grow lights work. And this is the only one that hasn't been published, doesn't have a category, so I need to get this up to date. And basically what we're going to do, now you could go to the, let's see, add post up here, where you can actually create the post from scratch. But again, I already have this created, but I'll show you what the process is. So if you go to add new, it's basically just going to load a blank canvas for you, a blank text area, and here's what we want in the end. So right now you just have your title, your content. You can set the feature image, which is basically going to be whatever image pulls here, depending on what your template is set up as. You have your SEO key phrase information, and then you also have where you can adjust the URL. And that's really the most important parts. You're going to want to also, if you have multiple categories, select your category, and then also tag it just with a few keywords. So let's go back to all posts. I'm going to open up the one that I've actually already created, but that is not published yet on the front end of our blog. So we'll go back to all articles. And here we have do LED grow lights work. And in this case, I'm actually going to be updating this to do LED growing lights work, because I actually already have an article related to grow lights, so I have to change it, because as you can see here, the URL. So do LED growing lights work, and here I'm going to do the same. So do LED growing lights work, and let's hit OK. So that should be fine. So basically, this is going to be the URL of our blog, usagrowstore.com/blog do LED growing lights work. And that's going to actually be the URL that's live on the page. So let's make sure our slug matches that, because it had our old URL from when I created it, but it had a second one. So let's go to our make our keyword growing lights. And so we have some of that found in the search description. This is how it will look on Google. So again, you have our SEO analysis too, where we can look at some of these things that are not all being done, like adding links and meta description links and things like that. I'm not going to go too much into that on this tutorial. This isn't about SEO. This is more about blog creation. So here we have our content. I mean, it's really wise to go in here and make sure that you have, a couple H3 tags for the titles. They're not just paragraphs. Maybe I'll make this one and H3 as well. And I won't go through all of them. The category of this is going to be industry news, I think. We'll go with growing industry news. Or maybe we'll go with growing tips. These are pretty close categories. So growing tips, it's about growing lights. Sounds about right to me. So all this information should be set in here. And let's see, we have our content here. I guess the one other thing we might want to do, I'm going to just quickly save this. Save draft. And sometimes the screen gets in the way. I can't see where I'm trying to click here. So we're saving the draft. While I'm doing that, I'm going to find the feature image for this. So if we go to USA Growth Store, blogs, images for video blogs, and I think we're on this one. Nope, we already used this one. I don't think we've used this one. So this is the images we're going to be using. So for this one, we will go to add a feature image, and we're going to select the file. And I'll go back to USA Growth Store, blogs, blog 3, blog 2. And this is our feature image. I wouldn't say this is my favorite image, but it will do the job. Let's just let's add here, do growing light LED lights work. And let's add that as a title as well. And let's just set that as a feature image. So now we have that image piled up here within the featured images. And this time I'm actually going to go to publish because let's put this in industry news, or I'm sorry, growing tips. Let's put gardening, growing, LED lights, grow lights. Okay, so we have a few tags in there. All this stuff is more for searching, and let's actually publish it this time. Now, if everything is done correctly, we should be able to see the blog post on the front end of the website here listed underneath these. Now, I know that this server, for some reason, it has taken a moment or two for the post to show. I don't know if it's the images or what information it is, so I'm just going to go back to my posts just to make sure all posts. So here's the article, it's right here. So I'll see if this will work. So all posts now, you'll see that these are, I'm going to set it as a featured post also. And a lot of this is for SEO, so I'm going to go back and do some of the SEO. Again, this is just to show you guys how. So here's the post right here, explore more. This is the newest one. Why don't we go in there and take a look? It's not up here because I just set it to featured, so if I set it to featured, now it will. And here's our post. As you can see, here's the H3 tags doing their thing. They're making the text bigger. I'll have to go back through and edit some of these other titles to make sure. Here's the featured image here. So our post is live, it's up. If you look at our URL now, we have do LED growing lights work. So if you want to save yourself time, that's how you get a blog post up, and that's what you do. I'm going to go back here and quickly just edit a few more things to show you guys how you can go in and do a few more little pieces of SEO. So in this case, we have grow lights as our keyword, or growing lights. So I'm going to just do a quick search for grow lights, and there should be several places within the article. So LED grow lights, let's make this a strong also. Which basically just means it's giving emphasis for Google, which will, also highlight it on the front end. So it looks a little bit LED grow lights. Let's put one here. We have another strong, and then make sure to close your tag. And here's the title, do LED. So we're going to make this an H3 again, just so that there is some HTML elements within this for Google LED grow lights. We'll close this off, and I'll maybe do one or two more if I can find LED lights that'll work. And then let's go indoor grow space. Maybe we can see if we can link this. to a page. So let's see, grow lights. Wow, there's a lot of products on here, so unfortunately, let's put grow lights accessory, and basically that will link our page here. So if you look in here, indoor grow lights, href, we're gonna give it a title too, title grow lights, and close that off. Perfect. And I could probably add I'm going to do one more strong here, LED grow lights, just to really, make this article a little more full. And then let's go to types of lighting. Why don't we see if we can add another link here to some type of lighting product page. So light, LED light, and try to make sure that these are different pages. Says product, LED page. Oh, I'll put it in the wrong part. LED lights, and let's search that. Oh, putting everything in the wrong place. LED lights. Let's search that. Okay, so we have all these. Oh. Do LED growing lights work? Let's just go to our other. Let's put LED grow lights. That looks perfect. And now here I'm going to href. See, this is our URL. Let's just add a quick title, which is basically going to say LED grow lights, just for the alt if the image doesn't load. And with that, I think, guys, that's pretty much all we're going to be doing for right now. Let's update this. Let's take another look at our article, and we should see our links and our strongs and all of our information included within the build or the article. So this might have happened because I was loading, saving this, so it just published. And let's go back. Maybe I broke some of the HTML somewhere. So something happened here with the HTML. I never closed the strong tag somewhere because I can see all this is bolded, just causing an error. Should I go through this now, or should I? So I guess I'd have to look through my strong tags, and as you can see here, this one has an issue. So there's a S that was not how it should have been. It was tagged wrong. That might have been what's breaking this page. Take another look quick. And you're trying to, so there we go, it's back. So guys, that's how you install your, that's how you add a blog page to your blog. That's how you do the SEO, the content, the linking, all within WordPress CMS. If you guys have any questions, let us know. If you want us to help you with your blog, let us know. We're always here. And we will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.